Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Highruler, and today's video is going to be talking about Suicide Squad Season 2. Now, this is not going to be a fun video because if you guys missed it, Season 2 has been delayed. Now, let me kind of walk you through the whole couple of days previous to this because it's been such a weird kind of situation here because a lot of the time, if they're going to delay something, they don't really confirm things ahead of time. They just kind of say, oh, this is going to be delayed. This time around, what happened was that we had an email blast that went out last week, and this email blast gave us the infographic or roadmap that we get, kind of covering the next two episodes. Then they posted on social media, basically doubling down on that, so people had naturally assumed that yes, it is going to launch on the 11th. I took that for gospel. A lot of other people took that for gospel. And it was kind of this little glimmer of hope because, as I said, everything does seemingly get delayed with this game. But people were kind of like, oh, like, cool, this is not going to be delayed. Now, a lot of people who cover this game, who are kind of in the community, noted that there wasn't a lot of promotional activity going around. Now, I know what the answer to that is and what a lot of people are going to be saying. Well, it's a skeleton crew by what we know, and that's totally fair. But usually still, there's some sort of kind of hype built around a launch of seasonal content. Even if that's something little, you know, it could be a YouTube video, just something there to kind of say like, hey, come check this out. But there wasn't really any of that. And a lot of people were catching on to kind of that whole vibe. And once again, I didn't. And basically from there on, I just was kind of like, okay, it's still going to come out. They said it's going to come out. But then we got the news yesterday that it was delayed to the 25th. Now, a couple of things here. Obviously, it does feel like they keep pushing everything to the end of the month to give themselves as much time as possible. It does feel like they take the maximum amount of time, which is 8 weeks now. And it does honestly feel like this is part of the course for Suicide Squad and Rocksteady. Unfortunately, it does leave us kind of hanging for the next couple of weeks, waiting for this content to come out and waiting for the new character to come out and the rest of it. It does suck. Don't get me wrong. I know, obviously, when you kind of paint the picture of what Suicide Squad is and how it's going, it's not a pretty picture, but for some of us who still enjoy the game, obviously I was looking forward to Thursday, and I was looking forward to at least getting my hands on the new character so I can at least try her out and see exactly if there's, you know, something there to be positive about. Because as I've said previously, talking about the character isn't so positive, but hopefully playing the character is a lot more positive. But unfortunately, we are going to be waiting a couple more weeks now, and it's unfortunate kind of the whole way this unraveled, right? Like, I am assuming one of the things that had happened is that they got to the 11th hour. Now, today is technically the 11th hour because they do, if my memory recalls, put out a patch on the Tuesday, and then seasonal or episodic launches are on Thursday, right? So we are basically at the 11th hour here, and then they delayed it. So my theory is that there was such a critical bug that they caught at the 11th hour that they couldn't go through with putting the patch out. And because of that, they needed to kind of delay everything and then obviously diagnose it, fix it, test it, send it back for certification. And because of that, that's kind of where your 2-week kind of delay is. Now, truthfully, could they fix that and have it all done before the 25th and have it going? Yeah, sure. But I think 25th is such a good amount of time for a buffer period that it's just easier to kind of give themselves the 2 weeks there and kind of just roll with it and see what they can do. Now, that's just a theory. And I'm not even going to say that's 100% correct, but that's the only thing that makes sense. Because when you're at the 11th hour like this and then you go and delay it, what's going on there? Truthfully, it's probably a bug that they caught too late. So with that being said, obviously, kind of a nut punch here. We're, you know, kind of waiting to kind of get that patch. You know, I'm sure there were some data miners who were looking forward to kind of getting in there and seeing what else they could find about any sort of upcoming, you know, narratives or seasonal story. Can't really get that now until the 23rd. And of course, obviously, for those of us who are still playing, we just have to wait till the 25th to start, you know, playing the new content. So unfortunate, it does kind of suck. And unfortunately, we'll just have to wait. But with that being said, guys, that is it for the video today. This is the last video in this room, in this house. The next time you guys see me, I'll be in a brand new house with a whole brand new background and setup and the rest of it going on. So kind of interesting, and we'll kind of see how that's going to go. But obviously, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support lately. When I come back, we will be talking about some other games. So if you guys want to see me talk about some other games, you know, put them in the comments and we'll see what kind of, you know, tickles the fancy there. And we'll just kind of keep on keeping on to the 25th. So appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and the night. Take care of yourselves, and see you guys next time. Peace.